Okay, this is problem 3 of homework 1, and one way of doing it is using the multi-section solid. Uh, for example, you draw a 2.75 by 2.75 square in the XY plane, and then 2 inches above that, you're going to draw a square 1 by 1 inch, and then you create a multi-section solid between that sketch and the sketch down below. But I'm not going to go that route. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create that 2.75 by 2.75 square first. On the XY plane, I will draw a centered square 2.75 by 2.75. Correct this dimension here. This is 2.75. Okay. And so is this 2.75 inches. Okay. Exit. And then instead of padding, because padding, you send this thing straight up. But I don't want to do that. I want to give it a draft angle. So we're going to use what is called drafted filleted pad. You click on it. The height is 2. Okay. But the angle, this angle is tan inverse of the difference of these two divided by 2 over the height. So if you take 2.75 minus 1 divided by 2 and then divided by the height is going to give you 23.6. Now, I don't want any draft, so I'm going to uncheck the, I don't want any fillets. I'm going to uncheck all of these. And I want the second limit is this XY plane, right? First limit is when it went up, you can see that. That is it. But I want to keep the bottom piece, the second one, as fixed as I give it a draft. So I don't want first limit to be like that, because if you do it, you're gonna go like this. In other words, this is one by one. But that's not what I want. I want the second limit to stay fixed. Like that. And then you say okay. So you're almost there. The only thing is that I'm gonna have to make this cutout here, and unfortunately for this cutout, something is missing. This angle or some other piece of information we need is missing. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. On that vertical plane, I will sketch a profile like this. Okay. And I'm going to make it nice and symmetric. This control that, control the middle axis is going to be symmetric. All right, good. And that height is going to be 1 based on the drawing, 1 inch from here to here. Let me see if I, no, not that one, control Z for undo. Let's try it again. What is this? Okay, this thing, we don't know what it is, but this height, we want it to be 1. Let me zoom in from there to there. Right there, you can see that. There, I want this thing to be 1. 1. Okay, and by the look of the drawing, these are closer to each other. So let me delete this. These are closer to each other, so but there is a problem here, and that is this thing, this angle. Well, let's check it out. Exit and pocket it. Mirror extent. Okay, so it's not quite that. That's because this angle that I have, this edge seems to be parallel to that, which was not supposed to be. So let's go ahead and fix it. Sketch 4. Okay, so let's do the following. Some of these maybe it's easier if I actually deleted these lines. Let me go to that sketch. It's easier if I deleted that sketch. How about that? Let's exit this first. Oh, exit the pocket, delete the pocket, delete the pocket. And on that vertical plane, I will sketch. I was kind of careless last time, so let's try to do a better job here. So I'm going to draw a profile. Yeah. Okay. Good. First of all, this point, control that point, control the middle axis. I want it to be symmetric. Good. The same thing down here, this point, control that point, control the middle axis. I want it to be symmetric because now I can independently move this and give it any angle that I want. So, well, first of all, that height should be, this thing should be 1.5. Let's give this thing a dimension 1.5 here. 1.5. All right. And this height should be 1. So dimension from here to here, it should be 1. It's almost 1. Okay, good. And that's pretty much it. Although I think this length, I can change it. You can see that. I have freedom to change that. And in the drawing, it looks like it's something like that. Something is missing. Some dimension is missing. And I think that's what it is. So exit and then pocket in both directions. Let me say okay. So I think this is more like what we have in that drawing, but that dimension, somebody has to give us another dimension, and that is missing. Okay, that takes care of it.